Guys, how are we feeling? Give me your scores and give me your offensive and defensive player of the game.
I got 31-17 in favor of Alabama. My defensive player of the game, I'm going to roll with him. I'm going to keep rolling with him because he's starting to heat up. That's Dallas Turner. Dallas is heating up. Offensive player of the game, I think Nye Black is going to get off in this game. Amari Nye Black is going to finally have kind of that game where he really, really, truly gets off here in terms of the passing game.
My prediction for the game 33-21 Alabama. Offense, I'm going to go with Jace McCullough, as always. Defense, I'm going to go with Malachi.
I'm going 27-24. In order for us to go into Kyle Field and pull this out, Dallas Turner is going to have to do what Dallas Turner does. He's going to have to play lights out. On top of that, we're going to need Blackshot and the rest of those linebackers to effectively stop the run. They cannot run the ball up the middle of our defense, because the moment they start running it up the middle of that defense, that makes the safeties do what? Step up, which opens up what? Posts. Got to stop the run. So to this point, the linebackers have definitely demonstrated marked improvement, but this is going to be that game that truly tells how good or how bad they really are. A&M is a team that will expose us if we're not prepared, fundamentally sound, physically, mentally. I'm talking every aspect of this game. You going into Kyle Field, you better know your job. You better be prepared to do it. Let your nuts drop. Go out there and do your damn job, because we saw what happened 2 years ago when we went to Kyle Field, how that went left, underestimating them, thinking, oh, it's just another game. Go to Kyle Field playing in front of 109, 110,000, and let me know how that work out for you.
Real talk. I don't know what y'all been watching with this Texas A&M squad. Other than this defensive front seven, I see us having the advantage everywhere else on the field. That's our defensive front against their interior offensive line. Jaheim Otis, Tim Keenan, Ja Latham, those guys are trending right now. Justin Boyd be playing spot plays, making big plays. Tim Smith playing consistent. This front is going to have that way. Huh?
About time.
Yeah, finally, right? And James Smith is giving us sparks every time he touches the field. So I like the deep rotation, the inside linebacker play. Uncle Marvin, I wanted to call you out earlier, but, we going to have to use this 4-man inside linebacker rotation. I know you like to have two. Hold on. I know you like to have two, but you see the production we getting with Campbell on the field. There's no way you let Lawson come back from a serious injury that keeps him out for 2 weeks, and you tell Campbell that he got to go back and sit behind Marshall, who's trending up for this defense. That's what gives me the confidence to call this game Alabama 38, Texas A&M 17. I think they might sneak a late score and a touchdown in, but we will control this game. We will be able to control the ball on the offensive side. My offensive MVP will be Jermaine Burton. Jermaine Burton is the mismatch in the secondary. Jermaine Burton, with any type of time Milroe has, Jermaine Burton one-on-one with their inside corner, their safety, a linebacker, any 4 or 5 of them that they line up on that interior, they're not keeping up with Burton or Barnes. But I think Burton is going to be the beneficiary of this game.
It's not easy to go into someone else's house and play. I played in many stadiums in this conference. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination to do that. With that noise factor and that defensive line that they have, if they're getting pressure, I anticipate Milroe potentially turning the ball over 1 or 2 times. Where that 1 or 2 turnovers is going to come, I don't know. And a lot of times if it's within, if it's in plus territory for them, you're giving them easy scores. So again, it's all about controlling the line of scrimmage and field position. It's going to be a defensive battle. I'm not saying that they're just going to go out there and wear us out. No. But what I am saying is it's not easy to go in someone else's house and play, given all that I know that's going to happen with their defensive front and our offensive line, and how that's going to put Milroe in bad situations at times.
If it had been a night game at A&M, I might have picked the score a little differently. But because it's kickoff at 2:30?
Yes.
I think I don't know how the A&M crowd performs in the afternoon. I think they're more like weirdos at night. So I'm going to go 31-17. On defense, I was actually going to pick Malachi Moore as well. I've seen him in the run support in the short, bubble screen game, and it looks like he's been lights out in that. And if he can play really well in that, we can get Caleb Downs to help in the run support as well, force him to take shots down the field and deal with our front seven, who's been playing really well as of late. I feel like that'll have an impact. And on offense, I don't want to go with J.C. Latham, right tackle. I feel like it's going to be very important for him along with the rest of those guys, because he's more of the energy, emotional guy. He's going to get the rest of those O-linemen going. And we've seen plenty of times before. I was a part of one of them where everyone looked at the O-line as we were the issue. We go into a hostile environment against a really good front, and we, succeed and, exceed other people's expectations of us. And then the last thing I was thinking of is that probably one of the more important parts of the game that we haven't really talked about is the guy you had on the show last week, because I was watching with my friends, James Burnett.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In field position. Yeah,
I think we inspired him too, Chris, because he hit that coffin 1 yard line drop.
If Reichert and Burnup do not win national awards at their respective positions, I am rioting. If Burnup don't win the Ray Guy and Reichert don't win the Groza, somebody getting a pitchfork and a torch from me. Like, I'm serious.
They gonna tase your ass.
And I'm gonna be there to put it on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.